Hello boys, my name is Kaliyoshi, and welcome back to my blind playthrough, I guess bonus playthrough of Pokémon Legends Arceus for Nintendo Switch. We finished the game in one of our other episodes, but in the last episode we left off collecting some more Wisp, and of course off screen I did some more other stuff, particularly checking my bonus stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't really get much time to do other stuff because I actually have to explain. I mentioned that I would grind experience, and I didn't actually have a good enough time to do that, and I'll tell you the 2 words why, or actually 3 words. World of Warcraft. I don't know why, but my dad started playing that game again, and you know how it goes. Whenever a new game comes out and other stuff, things happen. And so I play other stuff. I guess this is why that one request might have been missing. I simply didn't go into here. Just the person I was waiting for. There was a Pokemon I was hoping you could bring. I've been trying to make a business offering the groundbreaking experience of having your photo taken with Pokemon around here seems to understand the appeal. Perhaps they're all just too afraid of Pokemon to get over their reluctance. But I happened to accidentally catch a Pokemon in this photo, and it gave me a brilliant idea. See how fluffy he is? How adorably soft? Oh, is this really impossibly cutty? It's people see Pokemon like this in the field, they'll have to have all their birds taken together with it. But I need to get a better shot of this one. If you find one, could you bring him here? Alright. That was one of the early requests that we missed, it seems. I still need to figure out exactly how to get certain quests rocked. Holy. C is a must necessary serve, so I'm always working out. Okay. This is where I want to talk to. What that request you had? I think I got the one you wanted. Yeah, there she is. Right here. And now. Oh, it's you, Fluffy and Lovelier than I imagined for that pole. This is it. This is exactly it. Let's get a proper shot at once. Alright. Failed to get the shot I needed thanks to you and that Pokemon of yours. This should go a long way toward getting the other villagers over their fears and into some foes with Pokemon. Alright. Also, that unlocked access to a new photography studio thing. And yes, I found out for some other stuff, I actually completely forgot to do more special farming for perfectly getting all the Wisp in the Crimson Biolands. According to him, I've left some, which would make sense. I guess I'm going till nightfall, and then doing this again. I guess part of it is I've been trying to mix it up by not just doing only... Oh great, fog. One of the worst fates to get. I actually have a way to counteract this. In fact, I probably should have it for this. So, in addition to other stuff, the weather is also random. If I get a very invisible weather that just makes it impossible to work around, it's better to just reset by immediately changing back to nightfall again, and then this usually makes it better. In this case, I got to no fog this time. That last one had weather with fog, and also there's a Raichu here. I have to defeat this with a ground type move. Yes, I do indeed. It'd be nicer if I could actually catch it, so I'll try that first. Have some other things done, so I think I should know Raichu's foods. I just need to look at the proper thing to actually figure it out. Alright. Huh. Actually, it's interesting that Raichu isn't in this cell. That's why, because it was further back than I thought. Okay, he likes anything but salt cakes. So there's multiple preferred foods, it seems. Alright. Alright, well, I'm going to use a Beam Cape. And a Gigaton Ball. This must have been a newer one. It just came back from other stuff. That was a nice one. Also, we needed an alpha species card anyway, so that's actually another good thing I could have gotten. Now, there's been some odd things happening. I'm not sure why, but... I don't know what's happening. I'm not sure if it's a bug, but I think I may have to get a certain effect completed. Particularly some reports to get the unknowns research. It's done. Because I heard from other characters that other people ever. That unknown researching may require some other stuff to do properly. That was a big roar there. Almost was bad. Yeah, okay, I was correct about the Wisp thing gone through. And after looking through a little bit, it turns out I never really explored much near the Brave area, Brave Arena or the Diamond Settlement. So I guess I'm excited a bit further back here first. Or not. I like how it looks like you can go there and all that chaos, but it's not necessarily the case. Anything that looks like nothing's there, obviously you can't go there at all. I'm gonna start to explore this area, by the way, a bit better. I probably should explain what I said just there. I think instead of exploring the area the usual way, like zone by zone or area by area, I'm gonna try something different to maybe make it a bit easier to find some of the trees and other stuff. By the way, I'm hitting anything with blue leaves if I see it, because this is the only spots where Cherubi can appear, and I'm still having trouble finding it. Fortunately, that time it was a Burmy. As far as I'm aware, Cherubi can appear in any of the trees. It's just really difficult to find. Simple as that. Also, I need to defeat it with Fire-type moves anyway, so I guess it's perfect that I did that anyway. But yeah, I'm just gonna do it more based off of the way the terrain is shaped. In other words, I'll just go around the edges of the map first. I think the way I'm gonna do it is I'm just gonna run a circle loop, and then when I find nothing to do, I'm gonna run my loops, all that other stuff. I'm still using the same premise though I used for before, where I'll hit any tree that's shaking that's blue leaves to try and get a Cherubi. Speaking of which, we haven't gotten a single Cherubi since we last saw it. If anything, it seems Cherubi has been more difficult to find than Wormadam. I did like, and I've played this game a lot now, and I've now officially seen more Wormadam pop up from trees than I've seen Cherubi pop up from trees. And that's really bad because there is a very specific request I need to get anyway, or a specific thing for finishing the Pokédex that requires 15 times you've seen it jump out of a tree. If I don't find that soon, it might be really difficult to figure out stuff. Oh, hello, Toadette. Oh, wait, that's incredibly rare. Also, I just realized something. In all of the times I decided to do stuff, I have not done a single, not even a single space-time distortion since I've been there. Let's throw a grain cake and see if it comes down for it. Unfortunately, that was nowhere near what I expected. I don't know. Let's actually test the feather ball and see if I can hit it. It's kind of difficult. I think this is how you're supposed to catch them in the air. Okay. Good try, but yeah, okay, that's nowhere near it. So it has like a little fast shot or whatever. And this is how you catch these flyers. Okay, I'm done trying that. Genetic in particular is a rarer one, so I wanted to try that just a couple of times to see if I could like hit it with a feather ball. I'm still really terrible at using those feather balls, in case you didn't already noticed. But anyways, one particular thing I've been avoiding quite a bit, and I feel like I should be doing a bit more of, is I've been purposely avoiding the space-time distortions, because that's actually how some people die quite a bit more often than not. So I thought I would decide to avoid them because I didn't want to risk doing other stuff. But I have an idea. I'm gonna throw one of these out right into the actual distortion itself. See if something comes for it. And just so you know, this is not quite the anticipation I was expecting. Oh, that's right, because it takes a little while to load. Wait, so you have to go really deep in it before it'll actually consider that it's loaded. If these are the best places to find rare Pokemon, then I'm a bit confused I haven't seen one yet. You'd think there'd be more rare Pokemon than just, like, Geodude and Gravelers. Those aren't really rares. Those I've seen already, like, countless times. What else am I supposed to do? Like, battle them? See, other stuff? I don't know. I don't know, man, but I'm just gonna battle him. For a space-time distortion, I definitely expected better of them. I guess there is quite a bit of them, but it's just like... Maybe it hasn't started yet. Oh! It forms later! There we go! There's our opponents. Oh boy, and we already got a rare one on our hands now. Remember when I said there was like nothing? Now there's suddenly like, holy crap. And suddenly the Pokemon army has come. And among them is the Porygon. That's the one I'm trying to go for, but it is not easy to find them. I might just have to catch that in a battle, which is probably what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna battle this Flareon and see if I can tackle the other one by itself. So this is the other way to grind pretty decently, because these Pokemon are much stronger than regular ones. They automatically set them to whatever the maximum level they can be, which usually ends up being around 50 to 60. I initially didn't fight anything here because I was too weak at that time. Nice, that was a good crit. Can't attack me back. Okay, I removed those boys from the area. Let's see if I can't do the mushroom cake strategy on Porygon. Oh, speaking of which, because of the randomness of the other effects, I can sometimes just have other Pokemon that come out from out of nowhere. This is actually the part that I don't like about this. I'm gonna take out you first with this. at least try to. Alright, good. We got rid of that guy right away. That's probably the most difficult part of this. Just suddenly 3 Pokemon will show out of nowhere. You're trying to focus on one and then you just have multiple show up. That's probably the big problem with this level. Alright, now we have... what about you? Let's try Flash Cannon on you. Okay, that did not do much. They're like nothing. Elso's just chilling. Don't think I could even use a strong attack with that one if I tried. Oh, that's a new one. Well, resistance definitely helps against self-destruct. This is also a really good way to farm experience as well. Alright, let's just give it the roar time. Which it's thankfully. We need to use a couple of these anyways, so I figure it's a nice idea to do other stuff. Alright. I was about to say if I missed, that would have been bad. Okay, I missed whoever the other one was. Okay. Oh yeah, that might make the... Yeah, this might make the video a bit intense. Remember when I said I hated these things and I avoided them? Well, now that we have a lot of experience, we can kind of do them whenever we want. It's just, we still do have to deal with the problem of them being really difficult. The biggest problem has to deal with catching multiple Pokemon. Instead of one Pokemon appearing, there's tons of them, and they seem to spawn at random times. At random points during out the game. There's no effective way to sneak up on them. There's no way to set up other stuff. Most of the time, you have to just battle anyone who does other stuff. They also seem to lure more frequently, as you can see. So, from what I'm guessing, I'm just gonna have to battle this Porygon on my own, which is fine. I can definitely take it on. Just depends whether or not I'll be able to catch it or not. That's a kind of an interesting move that Porygon just used, which will randomly give either one status or something else. I forgot. I cannot afford to waste time. Probably should have done this, but I chose to anyway. And I pay for it like almost immediately. Alright. At least I can fly away from some of them and have them not show up immediately. Also, I just realized, yes, alphas can also show up more commonly. So every time a blue lightning spark appears, that indicates that a new Pokemon has appeared. We're getting quite a bit of Flareons, it seems. I'm just gonna battle him. If I can actually do the setup right. Where'd he go? Oh, hello, Porygon. Oh, hello, Mr. Porygon. Okay, now we're kind of screwed here. Oh, gosh. This is never fun. Well, at least now we can test whether or not this does a lot of damage or not. Does. Okay, we're just gonna have to catch it at that rate. We can't do it with this many Pokemon on, so gonna probably have to take an intentional death here, which is probably gonna happen right now. And yes, in case you didn't already know this, not only can battles be with up to one Pokemon at a time, you can sometimes have up to 3 Pokemon at once, which is even more ridiculous. Also, they changed double hit, it seems. Double hit is definitely not the same as it was before. I think I also realized that because Glade only has close combat as its move, it's not good against multiple Pokemon simply because it drops its defensive stats each time it attacks. Which means I'll have to switch out after a couple of uses just to revert them to normal. Which I'll probably do in a minute. Unless this stays out, which Type Beam probably will, given it's one of the strongest moves in the game. And from there, I guess I'm just gonna swap into resistant stuff. If I could, I would use resistant stuff, but we're just gonna Ultra Ball and play now. I should have just done this before. As long as it's below 50% health, I'll always attempt to catch it. Okay, good. Alright, so we got something out of this after all. We got one Pokemon caught after all of that. And that's why I say, that's also, by the way, where battling will come into more play. Remember when I said I wouldn't do those themes or other stuff? You can technically catch something in there, it's just more difficult. More often than not, unless you get the perfect pattern in which the enemy's in a spot where you can just easily destroy them or something else otherwise. You can just... and then you can catch them. You pretty much have no choice but to battle everything in order to catch it there. That's what makes catching there so difficult. And also, since everything's around 60 to 70, it's kind of around what actually appears. That's crazy. But of course, those fiends are important because if we're trying to complete the Pokedex, we kind of need them because each individual spawn has their own versions of random Pokemon that can appear, and some of them will have rare Pokemon. And so, if you're looking to catch the harder Pokemon, that's one of the only ways to do it. So I think I'm going to start doing that a bit more just to farm up other stuff. And of course, the distortions leave after a set time, so... It also seems that, apparently when a space-time distortion forms, it delays itself for a bit and then it appears. I actually didn't know that it did that for a while. Never one of those Burmies. I'm actually gonna switch Pokemon real quick to you. There's also the Tetley because he was already doing some stuff. It's fine, I'll defeat him with flying type moves, which we probably haven't done actually anyway. I will say the way they did poison and burn is interesting. Instead of doing damage every other turn, they do damage every time a Pokemon attacks, assuming that Pokemon doesn't also win the battle later. Okay, but anyways, resuming what I was talking about after that distortion. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Coin. Coin is just randomly here. Come on, Texaco. Let's pickle this one in poison. Alright. You could just find the... That's interesting. So you could just find the bandits randomly now. Those triple bandits, you can find them randomly now. And they'll battle you just like they did before. Nope. Can't do agile style, so I'll start with this. And it takes about one hit anyway. I don't think he will ever defeat a Palkia in battle, that's for sure. But a monk half I am. How could I let myself lose? So I actually didn't know that you could find them randomly in the field, so that's gonna be really interesting. You will pay for this bearhood. I swear you will make me pay with interest. It seems she dropped something when she fed. Oh, so you can get... So that's how you get money for them. Oh, barely avoided the knockdown on that. And I am actually going to go back because that is a Teddy Ursa in there. Another new one I have not found yet. I found plenty of Ursa, a couple of them already. Teddy Ursa, not so much. Whoa! Jesus, boy moves so fast. He like runs like the speed of the opponents or what. I don't know what I'm supposed to use on this, but I'll go for a tail first. Again, anything that has... I will say they made that a lot trickier than before. Ooh, we can agile style him. Let's do it. Get 2 moves in versus his 1. It's really nice when you can just get 2 moves like that in a row. We still need to defeat some, so that's why I opted to defeat that one, so that I can focus more on the target I want to get, Teddy Ursa. Actually don't know what they like. I'll just try this first. If they don't have an icon by the thing that they like, then they'll actually run away when you try and give it to them. I'm gonna do... Oh! Very interesting. Apparently I cannot... Apparently there was an X-Buy in that, despite, literally despite me having other stuff. Despite me having other stuff, there was an X-Buy that. That's so strange. Honestly, I don't know why you can't catch that one. That seemed like it could have easily been caught. Great, all that's up, and doesn't even... It looks like it didn't even want to be caught at all. I think that's Acharisu from earlier. Alright. Alright. Okay, I pretty much did all the up and down stuff. So now I'm gonna do the alternative, which is to just focus on a single direction, ideally either up or down, and then keep on moving in that direction with Braviary's fight, using dodges as needed to avoid Pokemon, and just keep doing that until I run into Steph. Honestly, I don't know why I couldn't catch that Teddy Ursa. It shouldn't have had an X. I was more than prepared to catch it. It just apparently didn't want to be caught. Something like that. I know there are multiple different strategies I could do, but I think the other strategy I'm going to use is just going up and down and up and down, all that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, though, do not like this storm. The storm is probably the worst to get in this, because the storm leaves almost no visibility. Effectively, if you want to do this officially, you have to swap it back to Nightfall to have the storm vanish. And yes, all weather is completely random. I just realized I never explored back to this area. So I'll look back here next. How far exactly can you go? Around there, it seems, before it'll... Actually, maybe... Ooh. You know what? I'm curious. Let's check how far we can actually go here. Pretty deep in, actually, before Whoa. Why did I flip around that side? I'm trying to come here. Get out the water. Back to the climber. That's a new one. Except I'm not interested in battling it because I kind of have another thing to do. Maybe later when I have more time, I'll start exploring the regions more thoroughly to see what Pokemon I can find. I'm just not interested though. Yeah, I'm other stuff. Okay, that area didn't do the best. Again, I'm gonna lock myself onto a direction and just keep on charging and hope that I find Wisp. Beyond that, the Wisp strategy is still gonna be the same as always. If I find one, I'll definitely look at it. And I'll start slowing down more near the lower zones where Wisp might be. Also need to start diving a little bit just to bring myself closer to the ground. So help me find some of the trickier ones. That's a bit too far over. Let's a bit more over here, and then, yeah, charge in this direction instead. You could also see how everything loads as well by doing this. Oh, I'm a bit far left. Let's fix that. We're doing this until we come close to or hit a wall, and then we go up the other way. And if we find a Wisp, we immediately collect it. But that's an individual barrier. We can go around that by going here. And here's why. They seem to really love putting these Wisps on the edges of the map, and I missed this one because I think I went for the other thing instead. Okay, that's not what I want. Alright, now I've locked myself on a direction. Thankfully, if you charge and land on the water or something else, you can usually get back onto your next character immediately, which helps out a bit. The only big interruption that could happen, and probably the most worrisome part, let's be honest, is what's going to happen right here, where, as you can see, the ability to kick you off your answer, but it seems like it doesn't do any damage to your background. In other words, the invisible background you have, which is basically your health bar in this game. Found a Wisp. Let's get that. Most of these are just in the middle of nowhere, in a place that you wouldn't expect. I'm sorry if this does get boring after a little bit, but there's not much I can do when I do other stuff. Also, oh boy, guess what's next? Once we climb this up, we're gonna be going to the Diamond Settlement next. This is always a fun place to visit. Yeah, if we continue left, we'll hit the Diamond Settlement, which we just did. Or maybe we're not close to it yet. Let's jump up there, why not? Okay, this one almost feels like I've looked at it, but it also feels like I haven't. Go more to the right to make sure I don't hit that licky on the way. Whew, barely avoided that as well. Oh, perfect. This is a perfect line. I could just stand back and watch this go now. Oh wait, it's more over that way. Is that... Well then why does it have that icon so far out? Oh, I swear I saw something. Okay, nope, no Wisp there, I guess. And yes, you might see me slow down a bit, or do ever set... Oh, there we go. And to save time, obviously, whenever I do find a Wisp, of course I immediately touch it, because it's Esther to do so. Then to go and potentially miss it later. I think I understand where I was. Yeah, around here. So let's keep going this way. Down a bit so I can see where I am going in terms of looking. Also, it's very easy to mistake those Gastlies down on the right. Oh, wait a minute. I think I just found the satchel that was been missing. Yep, it's Prosperity's. So it was hiding there the entire time and I just did not know about it. Right, so it didn't fall in the swamp at all, but that was a trick to do other stuff. Instead it was just hidden in the nearby tree, but because of the way it spawned in, it made us think like, oh, is that the last person? Or is that... Oh no, that's a bandit. So the bandits just appear at random now. If you don't want to battle them, then don't lock into them, or they'll automatically battle you. Thankfully, it seems the bandits do give you sort of a warning as of a way. And what I mean by warning, I mean they have text boxes active when you get close. So if you see their text box, you'll know to avoid that area, otherwise, unless you want to get a battle going. Alright. I'm gonna actually keep this direction for a bit. Oh, and a Wisp. Oh great, that's right on top of a Pokemon. I pretty much deserve that knockdown. Alright, Sligio. I'm just gonna take you out with a dragon move, or not. Apparently you're not dragon yet. Well then. Okay, then. I'm not so worried about Sligio. I saw 2 Wisps in the time that it took to do that. I literally saw 2 Wisps in the time to do that. Let's see if we can get them before they disappear. Nope. Alright. Okay, that was a bit late, unfortunately. For that. But it was nice. We got some more Wisp progression there. That's probably the hardest thing to do with the Wisp progression is when they put it right next to one of yours. Now that I've missed one of the zones because of other stuff, I'm gonna go back here as a reference point. See if I can find where I went. Okay, now I seem to remember what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, I think I am actually around here. Oh, there's the satchel. Let's just charge down and get it. Getting satchels is so easy, just literally down there, and there he is. massive sludge mound here. One thing I should also try and do more of is reset my cooldowns and some other stuff by particularly my height on Braviary, by purposely going down and landing on anything that's higher up. That'll make things a bit easier. If I'm close enough, I could just do that too. Right. Oh, classic. It looks like all of the Wisps are right next to each other. That was quick. Oh, another one. The reason why I'm going up and down, of course, is pretty obvious. I'm trying to... They might be easier to find sometimes if I go to other stuff. Saw that Togetic over there. I need to make sure to avoid it, unless I want another battle, that is. Alright. Alright. Now let's go up here. Oh wait, this is way far over than I need it to be. I was pushed over farther because that other thing did some other stuff. So I'm doing a quick loop here just to check. Okay, this is actually more around what I did. Okay, I was actually around the right area. I just went too far down. Also, this area is nothing but grass and other stuff and whatnot. So, you know what? I'm just gonna charge through the land normally with him. I haven't done this in a while. Okay, there's the actual diamond settlement. It's further away than I anticipated it. Oh, okay, I was already on top. I think I may have saw a faint light just over the side. Oh, hello. That's Adam! Hello, Adam. Hey, Physiology, good time, man. I found some treasure you might be interested. Did your ears perk up? Fill you in if you're curious. That's the silly course here. Curiosity, what moves science forward, according to Mr. Good Old Professor. But, come to think of it, I found what seems too valuable to just let you in on free. You'll need to work a little. Deal. I want to show you what's in your mind. Your art and show. In short, battle me. Okay. Alright, a battle. Here I am, knowing full well how tough you are, from the future of the Diamond Clan. I'm gonna take out the Leaklings first. Except they're not... Vaporeon's not necessarily weak. Alright. Okay, well... Both of them have really good special defense. Good grief. Got Umbreon down. That's so funny. Vaporeon was using the save moveset, particularly Agile style Baby Doll Eyes, which I use probably hundreds of times now just to get other stuff done. That was probably offensive stats, was it? Let's do that. It was probably offensive stats, so I'll go ahead and kill him. Not sure if he needed to do a big quick attack like that, but whatever. All that was probably set up on purpose. Oh hell, this is actually more of a reasonable battle. 64 versus 55, not much difference here. Since that's quick attack, yeah, that was fine. Because quick attack is a priority move in the regular game, it looks like not the ability to do another one. And we're done. Alright. There we go. Well decided indeed. You're really something, and I'm a man of my word, so here's the treasure. An adamant crystal. When used on Dialga, this large glowing gem wells with power, allowing the Pokemon to change form. Oh yeah, grandfathers. He said it's somehow related to the mighty Sinnoh, mighty Dialga. So now you've put through a ringer of a little, it seems right to give it to you, since you're the one who caught my Dialga. You know, I ought to tell you, I'm glad it was you who fell out of the sky to us. You taught me another way to get along with the Pokemon, another way to relate to the world. Alright. And we get some combat charge on top of it, all that. I'll switch to him. As for the heal, I don't really care much about healing at all. In fact, it'll probably happen naturally. And when I mean by natural, I mean when I, let's check. Looks like we're back to familiar territory, going up and down this area. I'm sorry if this up and down gets a bit annoying after a while, but this is one of the easier ways for me to look down at the bottom. Particularly at the lower spots where you could potentially find the Wisp, because the Wisp can be very tricky to get if you're not at a good height. As far as we're aware, using Braviary with a sight is probably the easiest way to even figure out where they are. I caught another one of those Wisps before, but I missed exactly where it is, so I'm doing a full loop around with the flight to see where exactly it might be. This spot should be good. Another reason why I'm coming in from multiple angles is, again, because certain things might only be visible from one angle and not visible from another. That's partially why this mission seems to be so difficult. Also, when that space-time distortion forms, it doesn't actually form a thing now. That's good to know, that when a space-time distortion appears, it doesn't immediately form right away. In fact, it doesn't form until only a few minutes later. Oh great, it's daytime. Right as I was finishing the loop too. That's never fun. Well, back to nightfall we go. Yeah, I'm doing this hoping to get all of the things. If I don't find it, I'll just have to start cheating for the remaining ones. Now back to night. I like how changing to nighttime also seems to remove the space-time distortions. I guess it's just one of any other ways that you can just get them out of the way. Okay, now I'm starting to get more memory, and I see a whistle there, but I'm gonna find other stuff later. I think, what, I need one more Wisp after this? So I'm gonna go back to where I was going before, which is around this area, before the distortion appeared and kind of stopped me. get back on Brayer right away, as you can see, you don't get the height advantage by using him at a different spot. Okay, I avoided that knockdown at least. Oh, you can run into Pokemon too, but I'm pretty sure everybody knew that. You can get damaged by just simply running into Pokemon if you're too close to one. That's kind of tricky to avoid if you are using the Verdier mount, but much easier if you're Braviary. Darn Shadow! Made that Wish Cache almost look like one of the Wisp you needed. Depending on what angle and or time things are at, it can be really hard to figure out exactly where certain Wisps are. I swore I went through this area before, so I'm a bit annoyed that one of my Wisps I missed was already on the edge of things to get. I am mixing in some more stuff, by the way, in terms of going down. Particularly going down a bit more to make sure I actually see the Wisp appear. Okay. I know exactly where that edge one is. I know there's one on the edge. Now I'm trying to figure out where the last one is. Not in any of those forests, apparently. I'm guessing I'm probably gonna pass by the things 100 times, but if I don't remember exactly where it is, I won't exactly get it. I don't think there's another one on the edge. It doesn't seem like one would be on the edge. And I swear I remember one more around the middle end. Huh? Need some kind of easy art. Oh, that's one of those thieves again. Ever since we finished the game, it seems those bandits are showing up like twice as much as they used to. Not just like in regular or other locations, they show up completely randomly. Go too close to them, they'll battle you. I guess they are good ways to get money though, so that might open up a new option for money farming. Okay, that's pretty much all I'm doing here in the Mirelands. I searched as much as I could. I don't think I found anything reasonable. So we're gonna not heal, but go to the professor. We got some nice Pokemon in there. Let's skip that. And we're gonna be moving into Coronet Highlands next. That's the next one in linear order, at least, that we can do. Alright, I'll start at main Highlands camp. But that's all we're going to do this time. Yep, we're gonna end the episode right here, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, you enjoyed, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.